tell you, wherever TV takes you, LMTV will take you there. I'm here with this fine gentleman. He's the president for the Legon Hall, and he's also the SRC vice president. Let's talk to him, get to know him, find his achievements over the years, and I'm sure we'll get personal. Brother, welcome to LMTV.
Thank you so much.
Let people get to know you on a personal level. Where are you from?
Alright, so I'm Prince Arthur. I think you've said it. I'm Prince Arthur. I'm currently acting as the vice president, just president for Legon Hall. I think born and bred in Tishi, not from Tishi, I'm from Gumogakum. And I love to work with like-minded people to help impact the society. That is basically Prince Arthur.
Acting?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Why are you acting?
So I think I'd have to let us get a little bit of throwback. So after the SRC elections, which was held last semester in October, we had a little bit of back and forth where we had numerous petitions coming in, and then one party sending the issue to court. So there was a there was a hold on the swearing ceremony, and then we can't leave the SRC vacant. It needs people to run the affairs of the SRC. That was when management came in to get people to act. And unfortunately for me, I was appointed as the acting SRC vice president by Mr. Fernando, who is the acting SRC president.
Okay, so it was an appointment, it wasn't...
Yeah, it was an appointment, yeah, it wasn't an election.
Okay. You've been acting for the past...
Yeah, I think for like a month now, because we were sworn in, I think, in January about, yeah.
Well, okay, well, if I did not bring for the fact that it would be good for your portfolio, I would have said that, Charlie, let it go. Anyways, well, with the strike and all that's going on, how does it leave students?
Well, the strike really affected students. I mean, it really affected us because you could have parents paying hall fees, huge amount of money, academic fees, and even giving their students feeding allowance. And then all these monies were going wasted because there aren't any lectures ongoing. So it really affected the students badly.
And because we outside, we hear some of the students are happy, and I know that rallying behind the teachers to stay. On which side were you?
Well, for me, I was really disheartened that UTAG went on strike. Though we were fighting for their interest of they getting their remuneration or what have you. But on the side of students, it really affected us. I think I watched a news interview with one of the students, and then the student was like, in quotes, I can't 30%. And so it really affected us because we were just spending our monies without going for lectures. You know, most of these students on campus, their main focus here is to study. So they don't even engage in other part-time business. Their focus is to go for lectures, which is Mondays to Fridays, and any other thing that comes to campus, and they become stranded.
And on the budget, say I'm meeting twice a day.
You know they are meeting twice a day. Yeah.
Oh wow! With Legon Hall, 4 years. How can you boost it?
Well, so I think starting my administration.
You are the oldest hall, right?
Yes, please. The premium hall. This is the premium hall. Yeah, it was built in 1952. Yeah. Wow. So this is the premium. This is the first hall in Ghana.
Yes, I think I read. I saw that.
Ghana. And we have lots of prominent people. And the current president is Excellent Nana Dankwa.
Give us names. Come on now.
We have the former vice chancellor, Professor Benizaldo.
Okay.
Madam Rebecca Donko, the CEO of Makeup Ghana, and a whole lot. Bolani, who is the CEO of EBI. What have
you? You're telling us some of your achievements.
Yeah. So before we assumed power, there were lots of challenges with regards to the junior common, that's the JCL level. Fast forward, we've been able to, I think one of the main achievements I've been able to achieve so far is with regards to communications. I think before we assumed power, there were not frequent communication at the students' front. But up until now, we've been able to communicate with them, the current doings of the JCL. I think I introduced the JCL last month. If you should go to our social media handle, which is IG, you could see our JCL last month. It's an update that keeps the JCL members abreast with all the current doings of the JCL.
Okay. Wow. So, do you think that so far the students are happy with you?
Yeah, we are happy because looking at what we've done so far, we've been able to paint the E-block, we are painting the frames of P-block, M-block, and we've painted the whole rooms of E-block. We've been able to work on the water pumps for K, J, and E. So we are doing quite a whole. Water is a basic requirement, and we're able to solve that problem. Though there are a bit of technicalities with regard to the water, we are still pushing hard to ensure that we have adequate supply of water to our residents. Looking at the security level in the hall is kind of intact, and then we are still pushing to ensure that the people in the hall are kept safe.
The lecturers, are they back?
Yeah, they are back. I think this whole week I went for lectures. I think today is mine. I'm less busy today.
Do you think everybody is happy with them coming back?
Yeah, myself, I'm happy because we could have that vibe, students coming in together.
Wow. This is Prince. I'm enjoying talking to him. What has been your most difficult part throughout your 4 years?
I think I would have to give it to this academic year during the online hall application. Since you are the JCR president, there are lots of expectations on you that you could be able to secure accommodation for a colleague or a friend. So I think during that 3 days period of manual registration and the online portal application, I think we did it in three days. So I think the behind had to apply on the first day, and then 200 to apply the second day, 300 to apply, and it's an online application. All these huge numbers of people, and then if you're not able to apply early, you're not going to get a room. So I had a lot of calls coming in from parents, from big people that I should help their children get accommodation. It was a big challenge for me.
It looks like that's almost the challenge for every
yeah, because they feel in court, since you are the president, since you are representing the hall, you could at least get a room for them, but that is not the reality at hand. Yeah.
How do you, as a president, as a vice president, work hand in hand with your position as the JCR? How do you put all these, jobs together?
Comparing both together, I think, let me start from the JCR level. Since I've been appointed as acting vice, I normally tilt my time towards the SRC, and I leave the rest of the JCR duties to my vice president. So I'm able to balance both of them together.
If you were to meet any authority, political or say the government in power or the president, what message you, on behalf of your students, would you give to them?
Well, I think I would have to touch on the first most pressing need of the SRC. That is with accommodation. So if I should get an opportunity to meet His Excellency Nana Dankwa, I'm going to touch on accommodation because a whole lot of people have left stranded outside from campus looking for accommodation. And it's a rule of campus that there are no partners allowed. So you cannot even accommodate 2-3 people in one room. So our utmost priority now as an SRC is to ensure that we start the SRC physical project. Coming to Legon Hall, we also want to touch that the Excellency Nana Dankwa can also touch and cast forth for the construction of the next D, which is also going to curb the accommodation problem.
Mr. Prince, I'm sure that as often as possible we'll come by. We'll get to talk anytime we hear of anything. We'll come by and get to talk. Your last words to people who are watching your colleagues, your hallmates.
Alright, so there's this popular quote I've been putting on my status, which is today I'll do the very best I know, for tomorrow I'll be judged. So I think the few words I'll have to give to the people out there is that they should do the very best that they know, should they be given an opportunity, because you might not know who is out there looking at you. For tomorrow you're going to be judged. So always put in the maximum effort should you be given an opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, my name is Zach, like always. I bring you nothing but the best. And I'm sure you're getting to know, at least those of you who are outside of Legon and don't have lots of idea about how things are done here politically and then student leadership. You're getting a lot of information. Stay tuned, we are always going to bring you nothing but the best. Exactly, like always. Stay blessed.
LMTV, we take you there.